Interesting. What did I say that you heard that's wrong?
Oh, that I'm objectifying women, that I'm ogling them, that I'm making my partner feel bad, that I'm doing all these things. And I'm like,
I didn't say you were making anybody feel anything.
We role played, and you said you were uncomfortable with me
it's
looking
a role play, my guy.
Women.
It's a role play, my guy.
Welcome back to Secondhand Therapy. We want to remind you that we are not therapists. We're not licensed professionals. This is not a substitute for actual therapy or advice. We're just two dudes going through it. And
that's true.
We appreciate you being here.
Yeah.
And if you want to support the pod, that'd be awesome. We have a Patreon page. You have access to early episodes and a bunch of other stuff. But let's get into the episode.
Let's get into the episode. I'm going to give you guys a heads up. I'm in the middle of bronchitis. So there's going to be some coughing, some deep breaths, and some wheezing, most likely. Maybe a fever. We'll see.
Wheezy.
Thanks for being here. Wheezy F. And the F is for... Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back.
Secondhand Therapy.
And we know that. So I did 5 days of steroids.
Yeah.
Okay. All it did was give me insomnia.
Ugh.
Didn't sleep.
You get stronger?
No.
That's the
Weaker.
whole point.
Sweaty and weak. Sweaty, weak, sleepy.
Like, Doc, I still have this cough, and I'm fucking ripped,
But dude, I could lift a roll of crackers. All right, so today,
yeah,
they started me on antibiotics. Z-Pak.
Mm.
Now, I Googled it. Can you take Z-Pak with Zoloft?
Mm-hmm.
It said, sure, you might have an irregular heartbeat and could lead to a heart attack.
What the fuck?
Now, here's my question.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have given that to me if that was likely, right?
Now, here's... Okay.
The pharmacy would have been like, hey.
Do they know you're on...
Well, they gave it to me. Well, yeah.
Okay.
They gave me both of them.
All right, then.
That's my dealer.
Yeah.
Also, antibiotics give you diarrhea, and that started immediately.
Oh, really?
Oh, buddy.
Antibiotics don't do that for me.
Oh.
They make me regular, which probably is saying something else.
Yeah, your stomach is ass backwards.
My stomach is all fucked up, dude. I had, this is the wrong show.
I love this.
I had these delightful little almonds when I was in Dallas. They were like honey-coated almonds or something.
Delightful little almonds.
They were incredible.
Okay.
I had probably 2 handfuls of these.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Almonds got you.
I can't have almonds.
I wonder if you have diverticulitis.
I've thought about that.
Yeah?
Because, peanut butter be fucking me up these days.
Peanut butter gives you the big farts.
Yeah, and almonds be fucking me up now.
Mm.
So I'm on a nut-free... but I don't have like a nut allergy.
You did get a vasectomy.
That's true.
No nuts.
No nuts. It's
all right, let's talk about some therapy,
Yeah, no shit.
We haven't done one of these in a few weeks. It feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good to be back. Our last shit show, if you guys aren't on Patreon, get on Patreon.
Yeah.
Oh, the last half hour of that was us just begging to do a secondhand.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been a few, I've been traveling and...
yeah, you've been traveling. I've been hospitalized and...
Yeah. So we're back at it.
We're back, baby.
You still don't have a therapist.
Waiting on a callback. I should have one this week.
That's so crazy.
Dude, she mentioned a name, and I was... Here's what happened.
What do you mean? She meant like Voldemort?
Yeah.
What do you mean she mentioned a name?
Because I was on my insurance. I got 2 stories about this. Might be the wrong show.
Okay.
So the first guy, because I was on my insurance website, excuse me, and it just gives you names. So I'm Googling, looking for parts work, EMDR, like looking for shit.
Yeah.
Come across this gentleman. I think I talked about it before. It was between a white guy and a black guy.
Yeah.
So I was Googling him, came across the white guy's Instagram.
Oh, no.
So don't do that.
Don't ever do that.
Don't do that because he's a musician. Now, he's a musician with a ponytail. Now, he's a bad musician.
No.
So I literally had to... I can't go to him because as soon as I sit down, I'd be like, can't take you seriously.
Yeah.
because he was just strumming into the phone. Let me know what remix you want to hear next, guys.
No.
Swear to God. And I was like, oh, you can't help me. So don't ever look up your therapist because you might get their Instagram and then you're going to judge them.
Yeah, you can't.
Now I'm going to find that and we're going to play those on the shit show. Go to Patreon. I'm going to show you this gentleman's Instagram.
I had a therapist during COVID through BetterHelp.
Mm-hmm.
And she was fine.
Mm-hmm.
But there were a couple moments I got to see her life.
Mm.
And it was one of those where you're like, oh, let me help you out.
Yeah.
Hey, let me give you a couple quick tips.
Yeah.
Like,
she's like, sir, really? Stop talking.
Yeah.
Really?
Exactly. Yeah, you should never know. Like, your therapist should just be like the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
You never look behind the curtain, man.
Yeah, I was talking to my girl about it because I was like, hey, babe, come look at this. And I had it on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what do you think of this? She goes, who is that? And I go, that's my next therapist.
No.
And she goes, that can't be. She's like, you'll never get over it. I was like, I know. But she was saying that's how she looks at her therapist. She's like, I have never thought about my therapist, what they're like outside of therapy.
Yeah.
She's like, I don't care at all. And I was like, oh, that I think about, I'm like, God, you better be smarter than me. You better fucking know. Dude, you got ghosted 2 days ago and you're still texting him? Bye. You can't be my therapist because you don't know any better.
So you think that they have to be pretty pristine?
I'm hearing myself talk. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's not fair.
That's not fair.
That's not fair. Because that doesn't make him a bad therapist to be human. Oops.
Yep.
Damn.
And we did it. As you would say, and we did it.
And we did it. I'm not going to the fucking Michael Bolton.
So, Dr. Ponytail.
No.
You better call him.
Oh, Michael Bolton Jr. I don't think so. But also, I called this other place, and she's like, I forget his name. He has openings, and I looked him up on the website. Oh, he's 12. He's 12.
So age is a factor?
Buddy, you want to take life-shaping advice from someone who's in grad school?
No.
Yeah, you get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah.
I still feel weird about going to a dude.
Yeah, are those your only options?
I think I need to go
this
to
administration?
Yes. Yeah. I think I do need to go to a guy because I'm so hesitant to it.
Yeah.
I need to figure out what that is. We'll see.
Oh, that's daddy issues. And we know that.
Maybe mommy issues. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Mommy daddy issues.
Yeah. My parents. It's because of my parents and my childhood.
Yeah.
All right. What do you got?
Oh, man.
I got bronchitis.
Yeah. I gave my therapist a choice this week. I said dealer's choice.
Nice.
It was one of those weeks where you go in and you're like, I really don't have anything, and then you come out of it and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
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 Didn't think I had anything and ended up doing fucking EMDR.
Nice. Love a surprise EMDR. I hate it. But
yeah. That's all I get is like sneak attack EMDRs. Yeah. I got to get into therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
Yeah, because like 20 minutes in, he's like, let's do some EMDR. And I was like, oh.
Hey. Also, let's make a plan.
Yeah.
Can we have a plan?
There's no plan.
There's no plan.
He's like me. There's no plan.
He's like, buddy, I'm right here with you.
I'm fucking winging it.
How about when
dude.
you have a plan?
He's like, this is your job. You tell me whatever.
I literally log on just to listen.
Yeah.
All right. So what were you talking about that he threw some EMDR on you?
So I gave him a choice between relationship stuff.
Mm-hmm. The ladies.
The ladies.
The ladies, the love, all that.
Oh, yeah. You know me.
Slut.
Fucking tortured slut.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a lover boy wannabe slut.
Lover boy wannabe slut.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah. Anyways. Or this like race against time I was like really trying to sell him on this because I didn't want to talk about relationships.
Yeah, I don't want to look inward.
I was like, yeah, I was like, this race against time that I have, like, there's so much things there's so many like creative things that I want to do before I die, and I'm not getting any younger, and like, it's all overwhelming, and you know, this and that. He's like, let's do relationships.
Yeah.
I was like, are you sure, man? He's like, yeah.
He's like, yeah, we're going to do the one we haven't talked about already.
Yeah. Yeah, so I tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go to a little commercial.
Okay.
Let's take a little break, and then we'll get into my fucking tangled web that I've woven.
The web is made of cum.
Spoiler alert.
Stupid. We'll be right back. Hello, my little bear cubs, and thank you for joining us on this commercial break. If you want to support the pod, you can do so. We have merchandise available. Secondhandtherapypod.com. Vasectomy Farms. We got emotional supports. We got we redesigned the And We Know That hoodie. The t-shirt. We got the King of Two Things got a t-shirt. We got some stuff. Patreon. You can get ad-free episodes, a bunch of extras. If you want to contact us, 818-850-2448. Thank you for being here. Here's a couple of ads. So you're coming all over everything.
No, not.
Okay.
I mean, the fantasy is that.
Yeah.
But, and that's, okay, that's where we kind of started, where this, I don't know, like, is reluctancy a word? That's a word.
Sure.
This reluctancy that I have towards...
Reluctance.
Reluctance.
Anyways. Whatever. My boy hitting paws in the streets. My boy dragging his feet in the streets.
Whatever that is.
Yeah.
About being in another long-term monogamous relationship and the idea of that. Where that collides with me, or my problem, is that I'm a flirt, baby.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a fucking flirt.
Yeah.
I like it. I like the chase. I like the validation. I love the dopamine. Boy, your boy's a flirt.
Yeah.
Now,
mm-hmm.
It doesn't change the way that I feel about whoever I'm with.
Mm-hmm.
That, in my mind, like, those things are separate. I'm able to flirt and not think about, or like, oh, I don't love her as much or whatever. It's like, no, these are two separate things. Like, the chase and the commitment or the relationship are two separate things to me. And I don't know if that bleeds over into my own point of view of like jealousy and things like that, where I'm like, oh, I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, you know, you hear some of these stories where like couples get in arguments where they're like, he was flirting with the fucking coat check girl.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, and he'll be like, oh, she said thank you or whatever. And then they're like in a fight for the rest of the night. And I'm like, take me out back and shoot me like Old Yeller if I'm ever in a relationship like that, where it's like, you can't be nice. Like,
yeah.
Anyways.
Not what we're talking about, but yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, just like in those extreme cases of like jealousy and flirtatious and like whatever, like I don't have any of that. You'll never catch me being like, hey, who's that guy you're talking to?
Yeah.
Never.
Okay.
Anyways, so for me, my barometer of like flirting and the chase and all that stuff, it doesn't overlap my feelings for my partner. And so we were talking about that a little bit, about like the root, I think, of that is being exposed to pornography and everything at an early age. Like I started watching porn when I was 12. Which
never stopped.
Yeah,
never stopped. Never looked back. Still doesn't think it's a problem.
Yeah, I'm going 95 on the highway right now, baby.
Yep.
So, but I'm also like a very visual person and all those things, and I oftentimes live in the fantasy. So for me, that flirtation and that validation and like everything that goes along with that chase kind of lives under that umbrella of fantasy. So I don't necessarily, and we've talked about this a little bit before, like I don't necessarily even want to like go through with the action of like hooking up or doing all that, like, but the fantasy is nice. And I like a little room to have that fantasy, to live in that space a little bit. And part of the restrictiveness that comes with relationships, or the relationships that I've been in or know about or been exposed to, whatever you want to say, like
chosen. I'll say chosen.
Yeah, too, but also like observe, like
Yeah.
I see what my friends are in, I see what the societal norms are, and like all those things, like that's not allowed. And so for me, being in a long-term monogamous relationship means turning off that part of me, or losing that part that like likes that. And so that's part of my, when I think about relationships and you know, I'm like, oh yeah, then I'll lose that piece of me that I like. I like being a little flirt.
Why do you like it?
I don't know. I like I like the chase. I like the validation of it. I like the connection. I like the fantasy. I like all of it. And so, yeah, ideally I would like a partner that can either join me in that chase or that whatever, those fantasies, or give me the freedom to have that.
What does that look like? Someone to join you in it?
I don't ever want to have to hide or pretend like somebody is not attractive. Like if you're out somewhere and some gorgeous human comes walking by, I never want to be the guy who's like, I didn't see nothing, babe. I want to be like, yo, and have my partner be like, oh, god damn. You're like, yeah, right? What the fuck?
What if you just shut up? What do you have to say? Why do you have to say something?
I want somebody to be in on it with me. That's the fun of it. That's the fun of the fantasy. That's the fun of the chase. That's the fun of the flirt side of me, to be like, yo, holy shit, look at that.
Oh, yeah, I don't get that at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I think, because like, again, shutting up feels like, you're going to love this, not authentic. I'm just supposed to act like that's not here.
Yep.
And just like fucking Stevie Wonder it. I don't want to do that. I want to be human. I want to be myself. And if somebody's walking around half naked, I'm going to be like, yo. And have my partner be like, shit. I'll be like, yeah, right? That's crazy. I don't ever want to be like, I didn't see nothing. Get the fuck out of here. What are we doing?
Huh.
You know what I mean? What are we doing?
I don't know what you mean. I really don't.
Really?
Yeah.
You wouldn't want the freedom if something walked by to be like...
Something?
Yeah.
We're just in full objectification now.
In these instances, yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying something because I'm trying not to be gender related. Because I'm trying to be...
Yeah. How many times in your life have you done that with a man?
A couple times.
Okay.
Hey, not gonna lie. A couple times.
Okay.
You see a good looking dude, you're like, fucking, what the fuck is that, dude?
You'll call your girl and be like, yo, you see this guy?
Yeah. I'll be like,
okay.
How'd you fucking do that?
Okay. Yeah, I don't get it. If a like smoking hot woman walks by, if I notice it, okay. I have zero desire to comment on it. I don't
Do
have
you
it.
feel a glare coming from your partner?
No.
Okay.
No. But my girl is also like, I don't know. I think she would mind if she caught me like ogling another woman.
Yeah.
I do think she'd be like, hey, class it up a little, huh?
Yeah.
But no, I don't. She's not going to get mad because I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
I don't have the desire to like, I'm not 15. I've seen a lot of women.
Really? Okay.
I'm not trying to be shitty.
People are attractive.
People are attractive.
And
yes.
they're out in the world.
They are. They're
and
everywhere.
You notice them.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are attractive women everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying part of the fun would be having your partner in on that instead of against you on that.
Okay.
Or the other way around. If your partner's like, yo, and I'm like, damn.
Is that a need?
No, not a need. But I think it fits into that restrictiveness of like, I don't want to pretend like I don't notice other humans in the world.
But this is fully under your control. You just don't date someone like that then.
Yeah, exactly. But again, like what I started with was like being like in the relationships that I've been in the past or that I've been exposed to or like all these like observed and all that stuff. Like, yeah, that's illegal behavior. To notice somebody else is a legal behavior. And you're like, what's wrong with noticing?
It's interesting.
Yeah, I'm not like cartoon mouth on the floor like, ooga.
I know.
I'm just talking about noticing someone and acting like you don't. I think that's dumb.
No, I'm saying I do notice. I don't need them to be cool with it.
Yeah.
I have no problem being like, in my head being like, oh shit. And then it's over.
I can also do that, but I'm talking more so about the glare or the argument that comes later. I have no desire for that at all.
Yeah.
I have no fucking...
Yeah, so that's just neurotic. You have anxiety about this big thing that hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. Because of past things or...
Decisions of people you've decided to be with. Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, so... Yeah.
Let's take a quick break because I got a thought for you.
Okay.
All right. We'll be right back.
I don't know why you're still here. You should be on Patreon right now. I don't know why you're listening to this. I don't know why you're watching this. You should be on Patreon right now with no ads. There are no ads, right? You wouldn't hear this at all. You wouldn't hear any of these ads. None of them, but you're going to hear a lot of them.
You'd have had this shit on Friday too, player.
Oh, you had already heard this episode. You'd already be talking about it with your friends.
I'd still have bronchitis.
He'd still be dying of bronchitis. So go to Patreon. Stop wasting time. Your time's important, and we're tired of wasting it. Go to Patreon.
I'll waste your fucking time. Go to Patreon. That hurts so bad. Here's where I'm noticing a little bit of hypocrisy.
Okay.
So in these moments where you have the desire for your partner to be in on it.
Yeah.
That, what I'm hearing, is a direct contradiction to something you've said in the past many times, especially with regards to women in romantic settings, of when you're with me, you're with me. And it sounds like that's not true in these instances. Your focus, you want to be able to focus everywhere. You just want her to be okay with it.
No, because we're in on it together. So you're still with me, and I'm not like.
But it has to be on your terms.
No.
Okay.
I'm not saying that, and I'm not like. I'm not. I guess I also want to clear that up too. I'm not like going to the mall and just being like.
Yeah, no one's going to the mall anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like I'm not out in public doing that. I'm just saying like. When you do notice something, you shouldn't have to be in trouble.
In trouble. There it is.
There it is.
Feels like he's in trouble.
Yeah. Because I don't want that argument. I don't want the thing. Like, I'm here, you're here, we're here together.
Yeah.
So what is this about?
So, okay, so if your girl, if you do that, you notice and go, oh shit, look at that. And she goes, okay. And then later goes, hey, I didn't like that. Please don't do that again. Then what? You're already rolling your eyes at a woman telling you a feeling and setting a boundary, and you're upset about
and
it.
I would ask why and what's going on here, like what's behind this.
Let's role play it. No, roll your eyes again. Yeah. Okay. I'll be the lady.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't know why we're together anyway.
Yeah. Hey, nailed it.
All right. Hey, earlier you kind of nudged me and pointed out another woman.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like that. I would like it if that didn't happen again.
Oh, did it make you feel uncomfortable, or what was it about it like?
I think I felt disrespected and I felt a little devalued in our relationship. And I also, it's hard for me because I have such a high opinion of you to see you in a setting like that, objectifying a woman and then thinking I would be in on it. I really, there's a lot of things I really just didn't like about that.
Oh, okay. I got your suitcase ready. And
serious? No, be serious.
I'm trying to be serious. I don't know what I would say. I would try to get down to the root of. Oh, I thought you'd like that. I thought
I didn't.
Like I'm here with you, and I thought
Didn't
you
be with
noticed
me.
her too.
No.
Okay. So, what would you like me to do in the future?
Nothing.
How would you like me to handle that?
I would like you to not do anything.
Oh, okay. Does it make you jealous, or what's the root of it?
I don't like it. Like I said, I felt devalued, and I was a side of you that I didn't really like to see. So I would appreciate it if it didn't happen again.
Does it make you feel any better to know that like that doesn't affect the way I feel about you or think about you, or it's just I just thought I noticed her, and I thought you might want to notice her too.
No.
Okay.
Great, thanks. And then how do you feel going forward in the relationship?
Oh, miserable. And then
Why?
I suffer in silence the rest of the time we're together.
Why is it
and
suffering?
I shut up every time, and I act like I don't see anything, because I don't want to fucking argue about it later.
Was that an argument for you?
No, but it was it is again with me, and I think it's my point of view with jealousy and everything like that. It's such a non thing for me.
Yeah, but that's for you.
I know, but I don't understand the problem. I don't understand why that would make you uncomfortable or anybody uncomfortable. Like, I don't get it. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to argue about it. I don't want to have those discussions. And yeah, I don't know. It's such a non-thing for me. It's not even on my fucking radar.
But if she's telling you, hey, I don't like that, she's putting it on your radar.
Yeah, then I don't think I could be with her.
Okay.
Yeah, because then I'm going to feel like I'm in trouble all the fucking time, or that she's watching me all the time. Like, anywhere we go, anything we do, it's going to be like,
why do you think
am
it would be
I under
like that?
surveillance right now?
Why would it be like that all the time? Or why do you think you'd feel that way?
I don't know. Just because she would be like waiting for me to like fuck up again or whatever. And I'm like,
who's she? What's her name?
I don't know.
Yeah, this ain't hypothetical, my boy.
But yeah, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in those conversations.
Yeah.
Hey.
But you're also not interested in maybe figuring out that part of you and seeing if it's necessary.
No, because it doesn't feel like a bad part. Not being jealous doesn't feel like a bad part to me.
Well, that's not the part I'm talking about.
What's the part you're talking about?
The part that likes to be able to audibly notice women because of the validation or excitement that comes from it.
Okay. I'm a human. Here's what I don't like is when I express a human behavior and you act like it's Like it's.
I'm not acting like anything, buddy. I'm asking you questions.
Like it's like.
Are you feeling judged?
Yeah, extremely. Because I'm like, you don't ever. Because in my head, I'm like, you're gonna sit here and tell me you don't ever notice other humans when you're out in the world.
Of course I do.
And you've never ever audibly been like, wow.
To my girl, absolutely not.
Okay.
I don't ever want, buddy, because regardless of if my girl has the same gene you have of like jealousy doesn't exist, if she has that,
Yeah.
I'm still not going to do it.
I guess also, have you ever dated bisexual women?
Yes.
Okay. That's. I think that's part of it too, maybe.
In what way?
I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I can't describe it. They're just like, they get it. They're in on the fun too. You know what I mean? Like, it's a non-issue.
Okay.
For in my experience.
How many bisexual women have you dated?
4.
Okay. How many of those were long term?
3.
How many actual bisexual? Not women that just say they're bisexual.
I'm just saying, like, I like to be with somebody that will be in on the fantasy with me.
That's under your control. You can do that.
Yeah. And I don't think that is wrong. And I feel like you're telling me that's wrong.
Interesting. What did I say that you heard that's wrong?
Oh, that I'm objectifying women, that I'm ogling them, that I'm making my partner feel bad, that I'm doing all these things. And I'm like,
I didn't say you were making anybody feel anything.
We role played, and you said you were uncomfortable with me.
It's a role play, my guy.
Women.
It's a role play, my guy.
So, and that
I'm also not a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
So that could have been a terrible role play for all I know.
I'm just saying, like, yeah, it may. I feel a little bit like, I feel a lot of judgment for something that I feel like is human nature. Again, I'm not like gawking and pointing at women in public or anything like that, but
yeah,
it's just you notice a human every once in a while.
Yeah,
and I don't want to be in trouble for it. That's the baseline.
The baseline. That's not the baseline. The baseline is you want to notice a woman and then have your partner feel the same way you feel about it. That's not real.
No, that's not the goal. The goal is to not be in trouble for noticing. That's what I'm trying to say. Because I'm talking about the restrictiveness of relationships.
Yeah.
I want to be able to not have that reflect how I feel about my partner or how they feel about me. It has nothing to do with our relationship, how strong or how much we love each other, anything like that. Like, noticing somebody in public has nothing to do with what we've built and what we've created and how we feel about each other. That's what I'm saying. But in a lot of times in traditional relationships and things that I've been exposed to in past relationships, that is illegal behavior. And so when I think of relationships, I think that they are all kind of like that, in that fit in that house of like, no, you're not even allowed to like even know another woman exists in the world. And I don't think that's real.
So what did you and your therapist do to like focus on that, like the house?
We ignored it.
Sounds right. Okay.
Because oddly enough, not a red flag for him at all. Big red flag for you. We've been talking about it for 20 minutes. We skimmed by it.
What's not a red flag? The desire to notice women and have your partner be in on it?
Yeah, or just be okay with it.
Yeah. Why'd you hear me say that was a red flag?
Obviously, it's a red flag.
Why?
Because you've been grilling me about it for 20 minutes.
Oh, hey, it's a podcast. Hey, it's a conversation.
So yeah, we didn't.
Okay.
That was our starting point. Was
Okay.
just like talking about the restrictiveness of relationships and
Okay.
where it begins for me.
And he's like, dog, I feel you.
He dapped me up.
All right. So you blew by the house.
Flew by the house.
All right, let's take a break. Take a break and fucking get this bitch back on the tracks.
Jesus, more role play after this.
Yep. Hello, my little bear cubs, and welcome back to a commercial break. Hey, if you want to support the show, we'd appreciate that. Patreon, you can get early episodes. You can get a bunch of bonus stuff. We have merchandise available. Secondhandtherapypod.com. You can contact us. We have mail. We have email. We have a number, 818-850-2448. All of our other contact stuff, Instagram, TikTok, it's on all our stuff. We got a link tree. Look us up, reach out. We usually write you back. Here's some ads.
Somebody asked me today what I did want in a relationship.
Mm-hmm. Like a lesbian. Obviously.
Obviously. A hot, black lesbian.
We did it.
We did it, everybody. Therapy's over. I win.
All right, what'd you say?
I said, peace, support, and love.
Good list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not about that drama.
Mm.
I'm just not interested. Too
Good
old
for you.
for it.
Yeah.
Support. It's just feeling loved and feeling secure, which is hard for me in relationships. Yeah.
Interesting. No jealousy, but insecure.
Yeah. That's a new development.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. In chapter 37 of Lying to Myself. Let's get into it.
Well, it's based in abandonment.
Abandonment.
Not jealousy.
Okay.
Yeah. It's based in power, not.
Okay. Say more.
This is where the surprise EMDR came in. And man, this is only my third time doing EMDR.
Okay.
And so we just started talking about like, what does it mean to feel safe in a relationship? And he wanted me to think of a time where I felt safe and supported by somebody. So I did.
Mom?
Yeah, how'd you guess? It's like you listen to the show.
Hey, real quick. Duh.
Fucking duh.
Hey, the thing you've been chasing your whole life? Duh. Mom you can have sex with? Duh. Go ahead.
My mother's love? Oh, fuck.
How'd you know?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And then we got to feeling about that restrictiveness in relationships, and then placing that feeling of safety and replacing those feelings of abandonment with that safety and that support. All going great. Smooth sailing.
Love that.
And then he hit me with, okay, now I want you to think about a time where you showed up for yourself and you made yourself feel safe and you made yourself feel supported.
You don't know how to do that.
Buddy, I'm not exaggerating. At least 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Of me just being like, he's like, just patiently waiting. He's like, it's okay. Take your time. I'm like, yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And he's like, it didn't have to be a big thing. It can be something small. And I was like, oh, okay. He's like, it could be anything at all. It doesn't have to be big. I was like, yeah, still nothing. Still nothing. And he's like, nothing? I'm like, Nah, man.
Like, hey, you remember how I don't trust myself to do anything?
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Damn. Long 4 minutes?
Yeah, the longest 4 minutes of my
Yeah.
life. Because
Yeah, those are
the
always
anxiety
rough.
kicked in then, and I'm like, he's waiting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, here's what I came up with.
Okay.
A few weeks ago, when I was having norovirus or food poisoning or whatever the fuck was rocking my system after my vasectomy
Diarrhea.
and during my vasectomy, whatever was just running my system, they put me on these really strong antibiotics.
Mm.
And the first night that I took them, the second dose of them, I think, interacted with my anxiety meds.
Mm.
And my whole body just kind of like shut down, but my heart sped up.
Mm.
So I literally, it was like a tranquilizer hit me, dude. I was just like on the couch and I was just like fucking in and out of consciousness. And I just laid down and my heart was just like racing, but I was just couldn't even like do anything about it.
Mm.
And I started having a little bit of a panic attack.
That'll happen.
Yeah. Because I was like, what is this? What's happening? Oh my God.
Yeah.
And then there was a moment there where I was like, hey, you're fine. Like, it's just these antibiotics. They're going in your system. We don't have to take these ever again. We just need to get through this moment. And like, if we need to go to bed, we're going to bed. If we need some water, we're going to get some water. And I just like checked in with myself of like, what do you need? And of course, I'm full panic mode. Like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. What do I do? And I was like, hey, we're good.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to lay down for a minute. And that's what I did. I just laid down and just shut everything off for a minute, you know, and was fine. It was like nothing ever happened. Like 6 minutes went by of that feeling. And then I was fine. And that's the moment that I picked because I never stick up for myself. Even in that stupid role play we just did, I couldn't even stand up for myself then and tell you how I feel about, you know, what I want and what I need in a relationship. I couldn't even tell you as a fake person, like, let alone in my real life.
Yeah.
And so we did that for a minute and felt safe again, and then like this fear of abandonment came up. It just kind of creeped in at the last. Like I was feeling so good and so great, and then like fear just kind of like snuck in, like he always fucking does.
Yep.
Just starts whispering that bullshit, you know, like what if they leave? What if they break up with you?
Mm-hmm.
What if you love them and they leave? And so I told him that. I was like, yeah, there's this fear of like just getting hurt again and not having the power and not like feeling like I have any control over it. Just I think that's the main thing with relationships is that letting go of that power and not wanting to get hurt again. Because even if it goes great and it's incredible and you love each other so much, it ends. And if it's shitty and you hate each other and it's not working out, it also ends.
Mm-hmm.
So what's the fucking point if no matter what, it just ends?
Yeah.
And then, of course, that's the emotional side of it. And the logical side says, hey, that's okay. That's okay if they leave. You're going to be fine. And that's okay if they stay. You're going to be fine. And that's kind of what we got down to, was just this idea of like letting go of that control and just knowing that it's going to be okay either way.
How do you learn to believe that?
The same way I believed myself when I was on that medication. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't have any control over that. I just kept telling myself over and over again, you're going to be okay.
Mm.
So I think if I just keep telling myself, doesn't matter either way, I'll be okay.
You believe it now?